What's up, agents? Disc here. It's April 1st, and we're gonna be giving our first update to our way too early rankings. We wanted to get this video out before Friday. As some of you may know, we're gonna be getting a lot of information Friday. I expect our rankings to change significantly once we start to see some of this gameplay footage come out. So we wanted to get this one out a little bit early. We've got some pretty major changes that we've already made. One thing you should expect with these ranking videos going forward is until the release of the game and even through the first couple months of the game, these agent rankings are going to be moving all over the place as we figure things out. So with that being said, let's hop right in. As always, you can follow along with me using our Google Sheet in the description below. We really appreciate your support on the last video. That went a lot better than we were anticipating, so we want to keep the action coming. So let's hop right in. And remember, last thing, remember, if you have questions about how we're ranking these agents, you can go look at our last video from March 27th, and you can also check out our Google Doc where we have everything broken down. But let's start out by going through the individual changes we made and how that affects the tiers in the ranking system. So the first thing we did is we bumped up Sova's signature ability, his sonar arrow. We bumped that from a 2 to a 1. After seeing it in the teaser, we think it's the best signature ability out there. Remember, you get these signature abilities for free, and we bumped it up ahead of Sage's healing orb. Now, that's not to say we don't think the healing is great. I'm not so sure how well it's going to work and how good it's going to be in a game with a fast time to kill like this. Look, I mean, one bullet kills you from most guns, it looks like. So I'm not so sure how beneficial healing is going to do. So for that reason, we went ahead and bumped up the Sova arrow to number 1 and Sage healing to number 2. Also, after seeing the Sage trailer, we've bumped up her slow orb quite a bit. I think we had it at a 7. We didn't really know how good it was going to be, and we bumped it way up after seeing where it was at. Same thing with her barrier orb. We knew it was going to be good, but we see her use it to boost in the trailer, and like, usually it takes 2 people to boost in a game like Counter-Strike, and if now you can boost on your own and get to weird spots on the map on your own, that's really good. So we bumped it up as well. We bumped the slow orb up to a 2 out of 8. We bumped up the barrier orb to a 2 as well, and it was a 4. We bumped it up to a 2 as well. So that's looking pretty good. This next one, it hurts me. As you know from the last video, I was really looking forward to playing Omen, and I still am. But we had his ultimate ranked number 1. We didn't know anything about it, but we knew it was a teleport anywhere on the map. Well, we've seen some streamers, heard some streamers talking about their experiences over this past weekend when they were able to play, and it sounds like his ultimate's not very good. Sounds like it's really noisy. People are going to know where he is. Sounds lackluster. So we've actually dropped it from a 1 to an 8. We've classified it as the worst ultimate in the game as of right now, and that's just going off of what we know. Obviously, all of this is subject to change. Another thing to note, we've added a new legend to the tier list. I'm excited for these things, but Breach is the new legend or agent that we know about. We know that he has a stun, we know that he has a flash, and we know that he has an ultimate that apparently is broken. So with knowing all that, we haven't given him any formal rankings at all, but we do have him in the list, and we will be updating him as we get some information on his actual abilities. Moving on, we've moved down Brimstone's incendiary grenade to a 6. It was a, let's see, a 4. So we've moved down all the incendiary abilities just a little bit. So that includes Phoenix's, and that includes basically Viper's acid pit is kind of like a molly. So we've moved all those down just a little bit to make room for Cypher. We've given some more thought to Cypher's tripwire, and it flashes you if you get stuck in it. We think it's better than we gave it credit for initially, so we bumped up Cypher's tripwire, which in turn pretty much bumped down all the incendiary type, Molotov type grenades. So there's that. Another thing is we bumped Viper's ultimate to a 2 and Cypher to a 3 because we dropped Cypher and moved up Viper. And the reason for that is because we don't, it's not really beneficial. We really do like Cypher's ultimate, which basically it's neural link. If you go and scan a dead body, the whole team's revealed to you. The thing is, we don't know how long that lasts. We also know that like if you are opping somebody and you op them way down a lane and kill them, like the odds of you getting to that body and recovering the information, it's pretty rare. It's a little more situational, whereas Viper's ultimate is pretty much a round winner. So we've went ahead and bumped Viper's ultimate up, and because you can use it whenever, and we also made for the same adjustments some adjustments to Sova's ultimate and to Cypher's ultimate as well. So let's kind of knowing the changes that we've made on this April 1st edition, let's look at the actual rankings as they stand now. So I'm going to just basically be going through in order. I'm not going to go through each ability like we did in the last video. If you are confused on what this ranking system is, again, I urge you to watch our previous video. It covers everything, but I'm just going to go through the tier list for now. So as of now, we have Jet in 8th place out of 8 agents. We have her at a 24 point overall, and we're classifying her as F tier at this moment. Moving into the 7th position, we've got Viper. Now, we did move a couple of her abilities up. We did move one of them down. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough for her to make any jumps up into the tier list. But she did gain ground. So she is 23 overall. She is a D tier character on our list. Again, subject to change. I'm hearing a lot of people liking Jet and Viper, yet we have them at the bottom of our list. That could certainly change with one piece of info, like we're about to show with Omen. We had Omen as an S tier agent during last week's rankings, and just the single change to his ultimate from a 1 to an 8, it has dropped him down to a 21 point overall. D tier hero. He dropped 4 slots on our rankings this week. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that one hits close to home, but I'm going to still give him a try and see what he's all about. So far we have Jet at 24, Viper at 23, Omen at 21. Then our C tier, this is moving into the 5th ranked hero. Again, this is where the meta starts. 5 agents per team. You're going to want to field the top 5. So here in our 5th spot, we have Sova. He jumped up 1 spot from 6th to 5th. We have him as a C tier character, 19 points overall. Yeah, I mean, he benefited quite a bit from us seeing his trailers. So hopefully we get more trailers in the future. Moving to our 4th ranked character, this guy has no change. He was ranked 4th in our last rankings, and that is Brimstone. I think we did knock down his incendiary a little bit. We have him at an 18 overall B tier character, and we'll see more to come. We haven't seen his teaser yet either. Now moving into the top 3, we have a new agent in the top 3 taking Omen's spot, and that is Cypher. We bumped up his tripwire quite a bit. We bumped up his cage quite a bit. He seems pretty good. We haven't seen, again, this is one of those characters we have virtually seen nothing of, so he could go either direction. But we have him as a 17 overall B tier character, and this is up 2 spots. He was in our 5th spot last week. Right now we have him in our 3rd spot. Moving into our 2nd spot, we have him ranked as an A tier. That is Phoenix. He got a couple adjustments this last week as far as his rankings. He technically did drop down one spot on our list for this next agent, which I'm sure you guys know where this is going. But we have him as an A tier character with 15 points overall. And now moving into the biggest change in our rankings, it feels drastic to me. It's crazy. The gap between this agent and the second best agent is the biggest gap of all of our rankings. And our number one S tier, I'm not going to say overpowered, but crazy strong agent is Sage. We have her at a 7 overall, totaling up her abilities. The next closest is Phoenix with 15. That's how strong we think Sage is. She's got a 2 on the slow orb. She's got a 2 on the barrier orb. She's got a 2 on the healing orb. So second best ability in each class respectively. And then we have her resurrect ability ranked number 1 now. That's 7 overall. That's an S tier. That's a jump from 3rd to 1st place on our rankings. She seems crazy good, useful in all situations, offensively, defensively. She's going to be somebody that it's almost a must pick at this point. So anyway, that's our list. Again, to run through it, we've got Jet at 24, Viper at 23, Omen at 21, Sova at 19, Brimstone at 18, Cypher at 17, Phoenix at 15, and Sage at 7. Yeah. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to be doing another big update as we kind of digest the information we expect to be getting on Friday. We can't wait to get Breach into this list as well. And, again, as always, if there's anything you'd like to see done differently in these videos, let us know. Hit like, smash that like button like your mama told you, right? Subscribe for more, and we'll be coming at you with another video here sometime in the next week or so. Thanks again. Bye-bye.